Hello everybody and welcome to my test world at last. Not a whole lot here, but I've got a few channel updates and something quite fun that I want to show you. I've been learning redstone. At last I finally got around to learning some redstone, and I began with some simple clocks and seeing what I could do with those. So let's get rid of the updates kind of stuff first. As you all know, Mojang, or Mojang, however you pronounce it, are aiming for Minecraft 1.4 release on October 24th, at least according to Jeb on the snapshot, the latest one, 40B. Well, it was 48 at the time, but now 40B. So what I've decided to do is I'm going to do a few changes. My LP is no longer going to be. I may restart it, but I may do an sort of LP style map. I've had a look around on the Minecraft forums, and I won't reveal too much, but I'll leave that up to you. But I am restarting my LP. Do you want it just to be a default vanilla Minecraft map, or an LP in a custom map, but it's designed to be played like vanilla Minecraft, if that makes sense? Tutorials, they are going to be partially decommissioned in a sense, but they're coming back with Season 2, as there's a lot of new stuff in 1.4, so I want to begin again, and we'll do Season 2. Sunburn Islands and Waking Up are going to be carrying on as normal. This one is the test world. It might be coming out a bit more often. Obviously this is the first one, and I think that's just about everything, to be honest. I don't think there's any more channel updates. Hopefully over the next week we'll be getting out the remainder of my seeds videos for Season 2 before we begin on Season 3 for Minecraft 1.4 and the snapshots for those, though I haven't found any yet, but well, that's that, I guess. So yeah, this is just my basic test world. I've covered all the updates, so let's get into the fun stuff. Now you may notice I've got a command block here. Ignore that, I was testing something. Well, that is really loud and obnoxious, so let's just turn that off. I made a simple clock, and what this actually does is it's wired up to this command block, which essentially just sets the time forever at 10. So it will always be daytime unless I unplug this thing by breaking the redstone. This is useful for me because I really want to have like infinite daytime. If I want to mess around with monsters, I'll put them in a dark area. And this is just this new little command block, and you may notice that I don't have any command block outputs like coming up on the text screen. I turned that off using the game rule, though I don't know how to turn it back on again. I have not seen any outputs from it. I've tried turning it back on, but that's that. So if somebody could help me out and try and tell me how to turn it back on again, that would be greatly appreciated. And then I had a bit of a test here using some pistons. How many pistons could I get up at one time? And it turns out it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. So there's 7 there. I just plugged it in, and I was trying to think of something useful to do with that, but I really couldn't think of much to do with that. I guess one advantage you could use with normal pistons is you could, like, I know Joe Hills, when he was doing hissing sand in Waking Up, build a machine to push the sand out. Now I'm just going to disconnect all of these because I don't want them going at the same time, and I'm just going to use this default block of sandstone. I'm going to wire this back in so it goes along, and you can essentially pop a block down here and it will push it. Right click and it will push the block. So that is a way of pushing things out of the way without manually having to press a button or switch. But yeah, it does reach a maximum of 16. So that, I guess that's that, I guess. But something perhaps some people may find useful for pushing blocks in adventure maps. And then I came up with this idea. I've not got it plugged in right now, but as you can see I've got some Botlow enchantings. You could actually, especially in things like Vex maps where you get given them, build your own enchantment device out of this, where when you plug it in you can charge yourself up. You can do the whole "I feel the power" type thing, and we're going to do that right now. This is going to be called the Fretonian XP Exporter. This is what it's going to be called. I don't know whether it's just my design or whether someone else has come up with it, but certainly on my maps there'll probably be one at the Victory Monument, just to have a bit of fun with this, and it's going to be called the Fretonian XP Exporter. So FEE for short. So let's plug this guy in. I've not tested it yet, but There we go. Really awesome. Suppose it takes a little more than what you might prefer, but I think you can throw them down faster, but this is an awesome way of doing it. I may refine it, make it faster. I'm pretty sure there are ways of doing that, but there you go. Something I just wanted to show you. The Fretonian XP Exporter. And yeah. Yay. I mean, you could actually also just leave this on, and you would collect them, essentially. What if I move that out of the way? You could just leave them there for a while, say, I don't know, until it ran out or something, near your victory monument. Like now, and then just run in and collect it all up. That will be a good way of, while you're doing other things, like preparing to enchant, make use of this device. So, I don't know. Oh, that reminds me, actually. Map making. Jungle Terror is very, very close. I'm almost done. Almost. Just hang on a little bit. I think it was about a week away at the very, very most. I'm just refining some spawners and finalising a few things, and then that will be done. Frightening Forest, I think I'm going to re-begin because of the new stuff in 1.4, but I'm not entirely sure yet. And I've got some different tools at my disposal now, especially with all these new things and the command blocks. I'm thinking in a future map taking advantage of this infinite clock, but I have to work out a way of setting it off rather than it being I'm thinking of making it like a spawner that actually spawns an enemy while you're near it, but refines it to like one block so that I can make a region always twilight. Like I'm thinking of that in Global Terror. Or Global Nightmare, I haven't made my mind up which name it's going to be, but like set a zone perpetually in Twilight. I think that would be pretty awesome. An open sky area, of course, but I think that would be really awesome. The only problem is the spawning range, but I do think we can set that now. I think we can actually set that in 40B. I'll have to double check Seth Bling's video on that, but I do think we can actually set the monster spawning range, so when you entered an area, imagine it being perpetually in Twilight. So you have, I doubt you would have monsters. I don't know whether they burn up or not, but it would, I think it looks pretty awesome. Maybe like a Twilight Forest or something, I don't know. Or it could be like a Twilight Lava Zone. I don't know, I haven't made my mind up yet. I have frankly not thought that far ahead. But I just wanted to show you a few things with the redstone that I've been learning. There will be more than just redstone in my test world. There'll probably be some traps and some loot and that kind of thing. But yeah, this is going to be the central spawning hub. But yeah, I'm thinking of having some beacons here when I'm done for power buffs. But yeah, that's just about it. Oh wait, beacons, I already have them. I need to set them up. But yeah, Fretonian XP Exporter, infinite time, and I've not worked out what to do with that yet. Perhaps, oh yeah, piston powered block pusher is, auto block pusher is what we're going to call that one. And channel update. So that's just about everything for this episode of my test world, guys. I hope to see you next time. And until then, see you later and have a good day.